Berber life, nomad life, so simplistic and beautiful. Interview in itchy boot style. Yellow is saffron.
Here's a red colour, it is not saffron.
Good morning, chaps. How you doing? Okay, well, we just woken up from our campsite and the sun has just come up over the mountain, so we're happy about that. It was quite cold and windy last night. Not the prettiest of places so far. Up there in the distance is a place where a shepherd or farmer, where he lives. Well, our first adventure is getting back on the road. This is a ploughed field and it's a little bit awkward because when you're on a peak, if you land on a peak, you've got no footing. Following the track I made last night. Done well there. There goes. Off to school. I wonder how many kilometres they need to walk to get to school. We saw them about an hour ago from our campsite. Probably Tazanak, which is where we're heading, but that's a long trip. Well, we've met Berbers in the Dades de Gorges and all through the mountains in the first episode. Met Berber families in the deserts around Merzouga, and now we've gone through Berber villages here in the Jebel, oh, I forgot the name of it now. What I love about these people is the simplicity of life. I'm not one for materialistic things, so I guess I can appreciate them even more than somebody who is materialistic, because I like the simple life too. Yeah, since I'm doing YouTube and all that, I got more gadgets than I've ever had in my life. The laptop I bought for YouTube because I was struggling to do work on my phone, and it's the first laptop I've ever had, and it's purely to work on videos. But you know, I really understand Berber life, nomad life, and it's so simplistic and beautiful. It's about survival, and you can get great pleasure and meaning in life in survival. Helen, if you didn't know, spent 15 years in the mountains of southern France. She brought up her two twins there, and she was a goat shepherdess for 15 years making cheese. Definitely a simple life. With the simple life, you get to see and feel the beauty of the world around you. Yes, I like a bit of speed and power, and you know what I'm saying. So yeah, I've always fancied the idea of owning a small holding and rearing your own food. I used to love growing plants, so that would have been no problem. I'm quite good at that. You're stuck, aren't you? You're stuck. So in one place, which I don't want to be. So that's one dream, maybe when I'm retired and totally messed up and can't do anything else. But yeah, I'd rather be on the move and travel. I love dogs, but the last time I had a dog was when all the family were together. and I just don't want the responsibility. It's unfair to the animal. But yeah, I really understand nomadic life for sure, and Berber life in general. When people, you know, have worries, stress and problems, I normally say to them to, you know, just to appreciate what life really is. And you've only got to look at your dog. What does a dog need? It needs food and water. It needs some love. He needs some playtime. And he needs to shit. Very simple things. That's what makes a dog happy. That's the basics for our life also. That's all we need. If we got those basics, then we can live a life, okay? We love music, man-made music. Dogs are not so keen, but there again, look at wolves and packs of animals, they make music to communicate with each other. And music is a form of communication for us. So what else do we need as humans? Not much else, really. Oh yeah, we need a mobile phone and a computer, that's what we need. One advantage in coming back along this road is that we are going to get a really great view of everything in reverse. So Hamid is a cafe owner. I know you have an auberge. Hamid, yeah, he met us where we broke down when my tyre deflated, and he was driving to some village. But he said, "Oh, if on the way back I'm, you know, we're still having problems, he'd help us out." But we didn't need the help in the end. But Hamid just told us, I hope I've taken some pictures of terraces, and you see some green, like grass, like stuff growing. Well, that's saffron fields. And yeah, I mean, apparently even in Morocco, because it's so time consuming to harvest, and even in Morocco where they grow it, it's quite expensive. Oh yeah, and this place here is the town of Anzal. So we were interested to know, like, in the mountains that we come from, about the schooling for children, because it's quite a long way. And so from 3 to 6 they go to like a Quranic school, so they learn the alphabet and their religion. And from the age of 6 to 9 they go to primary school, which there should be one in each of the villages. And then from 9 they come here, and I believe they're just over there, there's a college. And what the kids from 9 do, because it's so far from home, they catch a bus here and spend a week here, and then they go back home for the weekends, I guess. And yeah, that's how it's done here. So and these buses have only been laid on in the last 3 years from the government. So yeah, it's real catch up with education, I guess, in this part of the world and in many parts of Morocco. So we're just looking at this at the moment, and the colours are made from
vegetal color.
Vegetables?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vegetable. And
Saffron.
that is poppies.
What colour?
Red.
Red color.
Oh, the red is poppies.
Yeah.
Okay.
The yellow.
Yellow is saffron.
The blue comes from.
Indigo.
Yeah, but come from what?
Une plante qui se cultive une fois dans l'année.
Ah, that grows just once a year for the blue.
Okay.
I don't know the name of the plant.
L'indigo.
And then indigo, but it's some
And the
plant.
green, the green,
Green, oui, ça vient des grenades.
grenade, pomegranate.
Pomegranate?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The green's from pomegranate. Okay.
Et la laine du mouton. Et le noir, c'est toujours naturel. Non,
Oh, so the black is from the sheep,
oui, du sheep.
but black sheep.
Black sheep.
Black sheep. Okay.
And this blue, this
Blue is indigo.
yeah, the same as
The
this.
same, yeah.
A belt.
Yeah.
Okay.
C'est pas
Some
cher
belt.
ici, hein.
And the saffron is repulsive against the moth.
Contre limite.
So every one of those belts is about 120 dirham, which is about £10. There seems to be a lot of work that goes into that. Anyway, we can't buy one, you know, just all the extra gear. So anyway, each tribe uses the same colours but different designs. So I guess it's a bit like
Different method.
yeah, and uses a different method. Sometimes they use embroidery or weaving, and some do not. And yeah, and the other thing is, yeah, each tribe uses a different technique and different design, a bit like the Scottish Celts. Celts? Well, Ahmed has just given us a gift, a small bit of saffron as a gift, so that's nice. Take that and some cooking tonight. Do some rice tonight. Put the saffron in, lovely jubbly. Okay.
Next time, you come back again and we take you to my house.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, Ahmed is a businessman, and businessmen are always looking for opportunities. But I did pay over the odds for a coffee because I thought that was nice information that he gave us, and he was thankful for that. He has got an auberge. Maybe if we couldn't get anywhere with the Tara, then he would have loved us to stay at the auberge, no doubt. And he basically asked us, if we come back to Morocco, please come and stay at my place. So you've always got to be a bit careful when people get really friendly and helpful, because they may want something more. But anyway, it was still useful, and I love the little bit of information that I could share with you. The second episode that we done, which got a lot of views obviously because I use the name Itchy Boots, and I only used it really because we happened to be staying in the same auberge in Merzouga that she did about 8 days previous. Anyway, there was one message from a lady who loved the video but wondered why we don't interview people. Well, it's not really our thing. We're just recording our adventures. But for that lady, and I love getting information from people, but we don't tend to video them. Anyway, so there is a video of me and Helen interviewing a chap in Itchy Boot style. So I hope that pleases that lady. Okay, we're going to be entering the city of Taznak. Top up with petrol, get some water, refreshments, and may I say, Helen has been tanking along this road quite nicely. She's gaining her confidence bit by bit, which is so pleasing to see. So we're heading to Tazanak and get onto the A10 and head towards the Tizentest Pass. I don't know how far it is, but I'm not too worried because again, when it comes to about 4 o'clock, we'll start looking for a place to camp. We don't know when, how far down here we're going to be. Doesn't matter. And hopefully the road of the Tizentest will be open, because there's a lot of snow up there. It's been quite a tiresome journey coming along there. Open spaces. Anyway, come to a village here. And your name is?
Abdullah.
Abdullah. And he's going to do us a saffron tea and an omelette.
Omelets with saffron.
Yeah, omelets with saffron. And you grow saffron,
Yes,
don't you?
The land of saffron here.
Right.
Here we go.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
We should enjoy this, I'm sure. Oh, can I have a taste of this saffron tea? Very nice. Thank you. Enough sugar, thank you. Have you ever wondered why saffron's so expensive? Well, firstly, when you pick your flowers, you have to remove the filaments called stigmas. You may only get 3 little stigmas on each plant. Rarely you might get about 5. But to produce 1 kilo of saffron, you need 200,000 flowers. That's a lot. That little container there, about 200 flowers.
You see the root here, the yellow.
Oh yeah.
And the 3 stigmas after drying.
Right.
The root here is a guarantee of a good saffron.
Oh, okay.
If you have only
Yellow.
red, no, only red without this root,
Oh, okay.
without this root,
Yeah.
it is maybe sometimes it is a good saffron, but this one
Yeah.
is for sure 100%.
Okay.
Yellow, this yellow root.
Yeah.
Just a little trick. You see?
Oh yeah. Makes a yellow stain.
You see?
Dark
yellow.
Dark yellow.
It is red, but it is dark. It gives yellow color. If it gives red color, it is not saffron
Oh really?
at all.
Oh right.
If it gives light yellow, not
Yeah.
dark, it is
Yeah.
a poor quality.
Okay. Few mountains over there. Makes life more interesting when you see that. Well, the chap we left in the cafe said that has been the worst winter in many years for snow and everything. And but last year I was in Turkey and that was the worst winter in 40 years. I seem to be taking it around with me. So Helen mentioned to me earlier, maybe she should have gone travelling with someone else. So we are passing through the city of Asol. Not asshole, arsehole. Well, I think that's how you pronounce it anyway. Well, we just come off the road, main road, just come up this track, and we like the look of camping down there by that river that is dry. We know where we'd like to camp, it's just getting down there. Because on the main road, nobody will see us. we can have a nice little fire. Just need to find a way down. Bit of a steep bank. Once you get here, remember that technique of using your clutch? Yeah, use that clutch a bit more. Stop your front wheel sliding. That's what it does when you use it. Well, we think we found one of our favourite places to camp. It's in this sort of wooded area on the hillsides. There's small hills around us. There's a dry, stony riverbed just down there. But I think we got enough water to survive. Helen is going to set up camp and she's going to enjoy collecting wood, and we're going to have a fire later while I do some editing. Aren't I lucky? But believe you me, this is something Helen wanted to do for quite a few weeks. This is alright. Sardine. Oh, I just wish we had some meat now. Use those skewers that we got. Trouble is, you never know when we're going to get any wood. Do you? Look at that. Jupiter and Saturn getting really close.